Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm currently at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. And today I will continue reading from The Promise, the biography of my guru, His Eminence, the 25th Sam Tuku Rinpoche. And we will start from page 225. The caption of the picture, well not caption, his comment. This was my room in Ganden Shatse, where I wrote thousands of letters to sponsors, students, and friends from the monastery and Pukang Kanzen. I was very happy living here in my own house in Ganden. I wanted to stay forever, simply but very comfortably. Sam Rinpoche. Page 226. Caption of the picture. Sam Rinpoche, on the right, performs a puja with the young Kapje Zong Rinpoche. Center, His Holiness, the 101st Ganden Tripa Jetsun Lungri Namgyal, who's on the left, and the other monks of Ganden Shatse Monastery. Sam Rinpoche was well known throughout the monastic community for his dedicated focus in conducting pujas, retreats, and meditations. Today, monks still remember that he spent every moment of the day in prayer and study, even when he was on his own in his little room. Deep and sacred connections with the Three Jewels. During his time in the monastery, Rinpoche often engaged in extensive retreats, including Yamataka and Manjushri practices, and was renowned for his incredible meditative concentration and the effectiveness of his pujas. Upon deep contemplation of Buddhist texts, he would formulate his own theories. Some lamas disagree with his thoughts, but they were always found later to match what other high lamas had thought. Page 227, caption of the picture. His Eminence Telok Tulku Rinpoche is the Tibetan Buddhist spiritual leader of the Kalmyk people and a cousin of Sam Rinpoche. Here he is pictured with Sam Rinpoche and the late His Eminence the 9th Kalka Jetsun Dampa Rinpoche. The Buddhist head of Mongolia. Telok Rinpoche lived and studied in the neighboring Drepung monastery, and the two cousins would often spend much time together. Kalka Jetsun Dampa would also visit Rinpoche's house. Rinpoche is a hard-working, dedicated Lama, an extraordinary Lama. He can be described as an all-American car with the engine force of a Bentley and technology of the rich Nalanda tradition of India. A unique individual. I am at peace and rejoice for what a wonderful Lama he has turned out to be for the Malaysian people. His Eminence Telok Tulku Rinpoche. Page 229. Limitless generosity. Sam Rinpoche had lived and studied with Zong Rinpoche. He also stayed and studied under Khenso Jampa Yeshe Rinpoche for a long time. Rinpoche has studied under these attained masters, and he has developed the same good qualities and knowledge. Rinpoche's outstanding quality is that he always thinks of helping others and never himself. His Eminence Khenso Koncho Sering Rinpoche. Abbot Emeritus of Ganden Shatze Monastery. Sorry, let me fill this up. There you go. Even before he was recognized as a Tulku, Rinpoche would help anyone he could. Although he had so little for himself and often struggled to even find enough funds for food, he would always share whatever he had with others who needed any assistance in anything. One of the monks at Ganden, Lobsang Dage, recalled Rinpoche helping him to raise funds to fix up his room, only to find out later that Rinpoche's own roof was leaking and in a much poorer condition. When Rinpoche was finally in a position to raise more funds and do more for his monastery, he took on many large, highly meritorious projects to support the Sangha. This included retiling the floor of the main prayer hall, the Lachi. Besides finding countless sponsors to support the monks of his monastery, Rinpoche would also consistently provide assistance to the poor, both Tibetan refugees and local Indians, in the villages around the monastery. He personally arranged for food, sundries, and basic supplies to be bought and delivered once a month to households throughout the villages. Even when he left for Malaysia, he made sure that his friends in the monastery continued delivering supplies to these families regularly. Caption of the picture: Rinpoche's care for the welfare of the people knew no bounds. Here Rinpoche is standing in front of a school that he sponsored. Page 231, caption of the picture: Rinpoche always raised funds and personally delivered food, sundries, and basic supplies to the poor families of Mangok. Page 232. Rinpoche further supported the lay Tibetan refugee community by helping to raise funds to build schools, hospitals, water pumps, and an old folks' home. Though these facilities were very rudimentary, they were much improved compared to what they had before. Prior to Rinpoche's support, the community suffered from a great deal of poverty and limited access even to the most basic welfare and amenities. Many of the lay people still remember Rinpoche's unconditional generosity and regard him as with utmost respect and love. Sam Rinpoche's many projects in support of the monastic community and the surrounding villages vividly bear witness to his great love for his teachers and monastery, and unwavering care for every person he meets. Now, even from afar, Rinpoche continues to sponsor and support the monastery, helping monks on an individual basis and as a community. As you can see, Rinpoche's care does not stem from any title or anything. Even without title, he would be supportive. And now we go on to page 233. When I saw when Sam Rinpoche was here, in the early days, even when he had nothing, was that he had the kindness to help others, a bodhicitta mind. Geshe Jangchup Doje, disciplinary and former head of the Ganden Shakze Clinic. Page 234. Caption of the picture, Geshe Yangjuk Dorje. Sam Rinpoche was quite poor and his own house was in bad conditions, but he still helped others to improve their homes. He personally came to my room to see how it was. He saw the poor conditions and helped me repair the house, build shelves for books, and fix the leaking roof. If I was hungry in the middle of the night, Rinpoche would cook food for me also. When I was sick, Rinpoche did a puja for me, and now all is well. What he liked most was to help people, help others. Lobsang Dage Nakpo Ganden Shakze. Page 235. Caption of the picture. Among Sam Rinpoche's numerous contributions towards the monastery was retiling the floor of Ganden Lachi main prayer hall, raising funds to build dormitories at Pukang Kanzen, installing water pumps, repaving Ganden Shakze's debate courtyard, furnishing the Ganden Shakze hospital, and offering many holy statues and tankas. Page 236, the caption of the picture. The floor of Ganden Lachi was sponsored by Sam Rinpoche. Page 237. The caption, Rinpoche offered statues of His Holiness the 5th Dalai Lama to Ganden Lachi on the left, and Ganden Shakze Monastery, the picture on the right, as well as to Ganden Shakze Monastery, Sera Lachi and Drepung Lachi. Caption of the picture at the bottom. Rinpoche and High Lamas of Ganden Yangtze escorting the statue of His Holiness the 5th Dalai Lama into the monastery. Rinpoche and his students also sponsored the furnishing and equipment for the Ganden Shakze Clinic. Caption of the picture on the top left. And on the top right, water pump sponsored by Rinpoche. The bottom left, Pukang Kanzen's monk dormitories were also sponsored by Rinpoche. Caption of the picture, Sam Rinpoche with young Kalden Rinpoche. Page 240. Sorry, let me fill it up for you. There you go. So page 240, picture on the left, The caption, Kalden Ladrang, which Sem Rinpoche raised funds to construct. And picture on the right, you see they are building the foundation. Page 241. Caption of the pictures. Sem Rinpoche also supported the lay Tibetan community in the nearby refugee camps, consistently extending his help to the poor and homeless in Mangot. During his time in Ganden, he sponsored hospitals, schools, and an old folks' home for the villagers. Caption of the picture. Sem Rinpoche also sponsored many buffaloes and cows for Ganden Shatse's monastery, as the monks are highly dependent on milk for their daily needs. And with this, I will end today's session of sharing. As you can see, Rinpoche from young, and in the monastery has sponsored so much, and until today he still cares for the monasteries. So with that, thank you for sharing your time with me, and I will end this here with a completion dedication in Tibetan. Jangjop Sencho Rinpoche, Make Panam Geyushi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewashu, Tony Towa Rinpoche, Make Panam Geyushi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewashu, Dasojini Sapagi Wadi, Tandandruwa Guna Gampada, Jepan Jesu Nosan Trapai, Tamping Impori Dusa, Seisho, Kewa Kundu Yandala Madan, Drami Choki Palan Chochi, Sadam Nangi Yaten Razone, Doje Changi Ngapangotus. Gewandi Yudada Lama Sang Yudrione, Drowachika Malupa, De Sala Gopasho, Chogi Galposungapa, Josunamba Pewala, Geki Samasiwada, Dongi Malu Sawasho, Dadam Songi Dasunda, Drewa Songi Latene, Gewa Losan Trapai, Tampayo Riva, Gyushi, Nimo Dele, Descendele, Nimi Gunyandele, Shin, Nising Tato Dele Pel, Kunchosungi Jingilu, Kunchosungi Ngodruso, Kunchosungi Trasi, Shop. Jesu Nama Kusen Lam Ting Ching, Lam Katrini Jochu Ke Padang, Lo Sam Tempe Dro Mi Sap Sungi, Dro E Musa Tato Ni, Gyu Shi, Gawe Rawe Koe Shin Kam De, Pendan Dewa Malu Gyu Ne, Chen Ren Zik Wan Ten Sing Get Soi, Shape Shi De Badu Den, Gyu Shi. Home Tompe Ngodru Malupa, Den De Dala Sel Du So, Kodang Den Pa Long Chok Nam, Ke Pa Su Shik Shuk Den Sel. Thank you. See you.